Okay, so you may have heard that you are the average of the five people you spend your most time with. Well, that's true. But how do you find those five people? How do you build your network? And how do you get to a point where you can actually go out there and meet people who you don't know right now, but who can become an essential piece of the puzzle when it comes to your success? Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you one killer networking tip that you can utilize in any networking event, both online or offline, that will allow you to be able to leverage yourself to be able to build a network, and that network will catapult you towards greater success. So stay tuned because that's coming up right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Gabe Kemizi here once again, and welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I help you guys master your mindset so you can build the business and lifestyle of your dreams. And today we're talking all about networking. Specifically, how can you utilize networking events to be able to grow your network so that you can set yourself up for success? Because there's no secret to this, right? Your network is really a key component to being successful. Ask anybody who is successful today, and they'll tell you that it really comes down to who you know half the time. Now, sure, you can apply your talents and you can, apply sweat equity, and you can put in your time and you can put in your effort and you can pay your dues and you can do all the stuff to make yourself successful, or at least increase your chances of becoming successful. But everyone knows that if you have a network, if you have a group of people that you can rely on, you can reach out to at any given time, that can extremely help you out, and it just makes your life so much easier. It cuts your learning curves in half, and it allows you to get into rooms and get into circles that you may not have been able to do by yourself if you didn't have that network. So how do you go about building this for yourself? Well, first of all, I got to give a shout out because I got this idea from Brendon Burchard, and he is an amazing high performance coach and networker in himself. And he teaches this principle, which I want to share with you guys in this video. And the first thing is, let's just take a physical examples right now. Like, things are opening up slowly again and people are starting to get out and want to go to networking events. So how do you go about networking? Well, the first thing that you want to make sure you have your reasoning, your why. Why are you there? And no, it's not just to network. That's not what I mean. Like, of course you're there to network, but what is your actual reasoning why? Because some people go to networking events, but they're going for different reasons, okay? And there are two main reasons that people go for. Now, the main popular reason is to be liked. Okay, they want to go there, they want to show up, and they want to just be liked. They want people to accept them, and they want to have a good time, and maybe get a couple business cards, get some contacts, and and that's really it. Okay, now, nothing wrong with that, but if you want to really build your network, and if you really want to set yourself apart from everybody else, you don't want to be just going into a network event to be liked. You want to go into a networking event to be the link, okay? Now, there's a difference between being liked and being the link. And what I mean by that is, when you go into a networking event, you want to go in prepared to set up other people for success. Because here's the thing, there are also two other types of people who come into networking events. There are people that walk into the room like, look at me, I'm here now, what's good? Okay, and we all know how we feel about people like that. And then there's people that walk into a networking event and they're like, hey, look at you. How are you doing today? Right? Two different types of energy, but off the bat, who do you think you like better? The person that's coming in like, okay, I'm here, or the person that's coming in is like, hey, how are you doing? Tell me a little bit about yourself, right? It's obviously the latter person. So when you're in a networking event, you almost kind of want to put yourself aside and put other people before you. And when you do that, it actually helps you get further. And here's a way that you can actually practically use this. So let's say you're in a networking event And everyone is always awkward in networking events, at least in the very beginning, right? It's almost kind of like that awkward middle school dance when the guys are on the one side and the girls are on one side, and no one really wants to like break the ice and start dancing. It's kind of like that a little bit in networking events if you've been to one. And it's probably a little bit more like that now, especially since like people are just kind of getting over COVID, and like, you know, social anxiety is like a real thing now, and people don't forgot how to interact. So people are kind of awkward, right? So what can you do in these situations? So the first thing is you want to set a goal to meet 5 people, okay? But you're not meeting these 5 people just to get their contact information or their business cards and be out. You're meeting these 5 people so that you can go around and link those 5 people with other people. And how you go about doing that is you start a conversation with one person and you get to know who they are. And what you want to be doing is you want to be focused on listening to them and understanding what they do, understanding their needs, understanding, you know, kind of what they're about. And then after, you know, the conversation kind of goes its natural course, you want to go meet a second person. And then you're going to want to go meet a third person and then the fourth. Then by the time you get to the 5th person, by that time, you should have some kind of indication of what those people do, what they're about, and who they are. And so then what you can do is you can take that 5th person, you can say, hey, you know, have you talked to so-and-so here? Come on, you gotta talk to him. He does X, Y, and Z. I think, you know, that could be something that can help you out, right? And so you bridge the 5th person to the 1st person, okay? And so now it's, you know, you 2 or you 3 kind of talking, all right? And now immediately, what does that do for you? That puts you in the position of a hero, because what you have done is you have literally done 2 things. One, you've bridged people together, so you've done the networking for them. You know, this person didn't have to go out of their way to do it. You made it natural enough where you did the networking for them, so that's brownie points. And then 2, people always feel more comfortable in a group. So, you know, when you're talking to somebody one-on-one, I mean, that's cool. But what happens when you add a 3rd person in there? The vibe is just a little bit different. It's a little bit more comfortable. It's, you know, there's just more, you know, fun in a group, right? And so what you've done is now you've connected these 2 people. And then you can say, hey, you know, I was talking to so-and-so over there, like, you know, come over here, let's, you know, and then you wrap back around and, you know, 5 and 1 go back to number 2, right? And so now you're a little bit of a group even more, and you're connecting these people. You're serving as the link. Okay, and then you can do this for person number 3 and person number 4 too as well. And you can do this in any kind of combination. It doesn't have to necessarily be 5 to 1 or whatnot. I'm like over here pointing at my hands, but it doesn't have to necessarily be in that combination. But the point of the matter is, after meeting, you know, a certain amount of people, you want to circle back around and link these people with other people that you have met. And in doing that, you become the facilitator, you become the hero in this group's, like, you know, circle. And what that does is that elevates you, because at the end of the day, what does that do? That makes you become remembered. People are able to remember you at the end of the night because, you know, you weren't just another person that they talked to and exchanged business cards with, okay? You played this vital role in facilitating the conversation and creating this atmosphere of networking, which they wanted to do in the first place. They were just kind of shy, intimidated, or anxious to do to begin with. But the fact that you kind of step in and bridge that gap, and it happened so naturally because you've already talked to these people, you know, you become the hero in their eyes. And also another thing happens here. You begin to, people like you for that. You know, people trust you because of that. And people are more willing to do business with you or to develop the relationship more with you just because of that simple act. All right. And it sounds super simple, but it's such a secret weapon that you can use in any networking event. Okay. And the same thing can apply online too as well. Let's say you're like in a Facebook group and, you know, you're commenting people or whatnot, and you're getting to know people. You can connect to people. You can mention to people like, hey, have you met so-and-so? Like, you know, they do X and you do Y. Like, you know, you guys should chat. Right? You can do the same thing online too as well. And just by serving as that connector, by serving as that link, and by putting other people first and connecting them, you elevate yourself, and you also win favor in both of their eyes as being that person and being somebody that can be relied on and being someone that could potentially be a resource for future stuff. So at the end of the night, who do you think people are going to remember? It's common sense. People are going to remember you. And a week later, when people are looking to do certain things, or they're looking to, pull on some of those contacts or some of those relationships that they had made in the networking events, who do you think is going to stick out? You are, just by doing this one simple thing. All right, so this is a super simple technique that you can use in networking events, both online and offline, to help you build your network. Because at the end of the day, your network is your net worth, right? Say that one more time because it sounds really good. Your network is your net worth. So the more you focus on building your network, when it comes to building your business, when it comes to building a life of just entrepreneurship, or a life of building your personal brand and building an influence, or building your bank account, your network is going to play a huge factor in that. And a quick and simple and effective way to do that is, when you are in the position to network, don't just think about yourself, put other people together, because that's going to help you be remembered in their eyes too as well. And it's going to help you build your network, because you're going to be known as that guy, that connector, that hookup, that person that connects to somebody else. And then, if a deal happens between people, or if people collaborate between others, you get credit for that. And that does not go unnoticed. And that can carry you very, very, very far, especially in this world of, relationships, meaning everything essentially, sometimes. So I hope this tip was helpful for you guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you got value from this video, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, and then let me know in the comment section too as well, what are some other networking tips that you have, that you've utilized in the past maybe, or that you found that has been helpful to breaking the ice, or getting people to remember you, or even taking those relationships further than just that event, because oftentimes those engagements can fizzle off if you don't, act on it. So let me know what you have. Let me know if you have any tips or anything down in the comment section below, so other people can benefit from that too as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a video on a Friday. And lastly, if you are looking to connect with like-minded people, like I said, your network is your net worth. And last but not least, if you're watching this video and you are interested in building your network more, especially if you're in the space of entrepreneurship and building an online business, and you want to connect with other like-minded people who are also trying to build online businesses and make money online and do that thing, then I would highly encourage you to check the free training video down below. In that video, you're going to learn how you can build a business by leveraging people who have built successful businesses already online, but how you can connect with them and be plugged into a network of other entrepreneurs and other like-minded people who are also trying to build a business online too as well, so that you can surround yourself around 5 people who are trying to do what you're trying to do. Like I started this video off, you are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. So if you get yourself around people who are also trying to build successful businesses online, that increases your chances of being successful too. So if you're interested in learning about how you can do that, but plugging into a community and plugging into a network that you can utilize to be able to help you take your business and take your lifestyle to the next level, definitely check out that free video down below in the description. And last but not least, guys, I'm gonna leave you the way I leave you with all my videos. Don't forget, and always remember, you only live once. Make it count. I will talk to you guys later.
Perfect.